Hello everyone. So friends, my today's video is going to be all about exactly how many languages can I speak and a little bit of background about each here and there. Before I practically begin the topic, I would like to say this from the bottom of my heart that this is not exactly to brag about my multilinguistic skills or to show how proud I am of that fact. In fact, it is purely with the purpose of sharing knowledge and how it has been helpful to me throughout the events in my life so far. All right. So, to begin with, the first language I would like to talk about here is one of the most prevalent languages across the globe, English. Some people may or may not believe this, or they may have different beliefs about it, but the fact is indeed that English is a global language. It is used as a mediatory language for many other purposes and many communication levels where where there are different languages spoken across the parts in the world. English is used as a language to translate what the other person is trying to convey in their particular language. All right, so how did I learn English? I would like to tell you about that first. To begin with, I would like to tell you that I am a Kendriya Vidyalaya. I have been a Kendriya Vidyalaya student from 1st to 12th standard. And Kendriya Vidyalaya follows a CBSE board pattern, and a lot of books are from the NCERT. So it was during the mid secondary sections, that is from 8th standard onwards, I was luckily being exposed to a lot of mixed crowd, especially the people, the children, the students coming from army backgrounds, especially whose parents, whose fathers were defense personnel, defense officials. There, the language which was, particularly spoken was English, and they followed a certain pattern to, communicate as well. And in the schools as well, in our school especially in Pune, we did follow a pattern of English also, along with Hindi, which I'm going to talk about in the next part. So, this is how I started developing my English skills. The books, the kind of books which the people in my vicinity read and spoke about, like Enid Blyton, Eric Segal, and a lot of other novels that they used to talk about, which kind of gave me an idea that yes, there is a certain section in the society who follow a certain pattern which kind of which kind of triggers them to speak in English or communicate in English and develop their network accordingly. So this was my background of English language. Now let us talk about Hindi. मुझे हिंदी कितनी आती है, या मैं हिंदी इतनी अच्छे से कैसे बोल पाती हूँ, इसके पीछे भी सबसे बड़ा कारण है केंद्रीय विद्यालय के छात्रा होने का. तो केंद्रीय विद्यालय में फर्स्ट लैंग्वेज ही हिंदी होती है. राइट फ्रॉम स्टैंडर्ड 1, पहली कक्षा से ही हिंदी सिखाई जाती है, और हिंदी का लेवल बढ़ता जाता है एक हर कक्षा के साथ. तो जब हम प्राइमरी सेक्शन क्रॉस कर लेते हैं, छठी कक्षा से 6 स्टैंडर्ड ऑनवर्ड्स, हिंदी का लेवल भी उतना ही बढ़ जाता है. हम लोगों को महाभारत और रामायण की किताबें पढ़ने के लिए, हम वो सिलेबस का पार्ट होता है हालांकि, तो हमको वो सारी चीज़ें पढ़नी होती है. बहुत सारी कविताएं होती है जो हिंदी में अवधि में होती है, खड़ी बोली में होती है. तो ये सारी जो चीज़ें हैं जिनको हम जिनका एक्सपोजर हमें मिलता है, और जिनको पढ़कर, जिनके बारे में डीप में और ज़्यादा पढ़ने के बाद पता चलता है कि हाँ, ये एक व्याकरण का भाग है, या ये एक कविता का पार्ट है, ये एक पैराग्राफ का पार्ट है, भावार्थ सारार्थ जिसे कहते हैं. तो इतने सारे लेवल्स को पढ़ने के बाद हम लोगों में भी वो हम कल्चर डेवलप कर लेते हैं, जिसकी वजह से वो वो संस्कृति डेवलप कर लेते हैं, जिसकी वजह से हम हिंदी में भी आसानी से बोल पाते हैं। तो ये रहा हिंदी। अब बात करते हैं बाकी रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस की और वो कैसे मुझे आती है। सबसे पहले मैं बात करना चाहूँगी मराठी के बारे में। मेरा जन्म हुआ है पुणे में, महाराष्ट्र में, और यहाँ की लोकल लैंग्वेज ही मराठी है। और हम लोगों का एक्सपोजर रहा है ऐसा, जहाँ पे आस पड़ोस के लोग मराठी भाषी थे, और उनके परिवार वाले और बच्चे सब मराठी में बात करते थे, जिसकी वजह से मुझे भी मराठी आने लग गई। एंड अब मैं बोलना चाहूँगी कि मला मराठी पण येते और मैं काफ़ी कुछ मराठी में बोल लेती हूँ, एंड आई कैन ईजिली मैनेज इन पुणे और एनी अदर पार्ट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र फॉर दैट रीज़न। अब बात करते हैं कन्नड़ा। अब मुझे कन्नड़ा कैसे आती है? कन्नड़ा मुझे इसलिए आती है क्योंकि मेरे पेरेंट्स, मम्मी और डैडी दोनों भी कन्नडिगा है। उन्होंने कन्नड़ा में पढ़ाई की है, उनको पढ़ना लिखना बोलना कन्नड़ा बहुत अच्छे से आता है। दे आर वेल वर्स्ड विद कन्नड़ा लैंग्वेज अलॉन्ग विद द अदर लैंग्वेजेस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट। सो हाउ डू आई नो कन्नड़ा? Well, to be honest, I am only aware of spoken Kannada. I can only talk in Kannada as much as possible, but I cannot really read and write Kannada due to the limitations of the location I have been born and raised up in. तो ये रहा मेरा कन्नड़ा का बैकग्राउंड। कन्नड़ा में अगर कुछ बोलना है मुझे तो आई कैन से ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. Now let me switch to another South Indian language, Tamil. How do I know Tamil? Well, I know Tamil because I got married in Pondicherry to a family which is a Tamil family which is based in Pondicherry. They are born and raised up in Pondicherry itself. So that was way back in 2019 when I met my husband, and that was the time when I realized, because I had gone to Pondicherry to visit the ashram and other known locations of that place, other places in Pondicherry basically. And that was the period when I met my husband, when I met him, and he showed me the places around. He helped me a lot with a lot of other matters out there. So that was the period when I realized that South India functions in a very different manner compared to other parts of India, especially compared to the central as well as the northern parts of India. Especially the Tamil belts, which includes Pondicherry also, Tamil Nadu as well as Pondicherry, they are very particular about their language and they are very proud of it. Well, likely so. They do have a knowledge of English, but they largely believe in communicating in their own language for for their own reasons, as I said. तो तमिल का ऐसा रहा मेरे साथ that I was kind of left with no other option but to pick up the language. And because I know Kannada, which is also a Dravidian section of the language, I could pick up Tamil as well, equally well. So to talk in Tamil, I would like to say, எப்படி இருக்குங்க எல்லாரும், நல்லா இருக்கேன். ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ என்ன வீடியோ பார்த்தங்க, ரொம்ப நன்றி. So this is the way I got exposed to Tamil language. Now besides these languages, if there is any other language left that I can probably understand a little bit is Sanskrit. But again, that by the virtue of being a Kendra Vidyalaya student, and there we were exposed to Sanskrit language from standard 5th to standard 9th. So we were being taught a lot of shlokas. And a very famous shloka, if I have to tell you all, is Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanirбhavati Bharata Abhyuthanam Dharmasya Tadatmanam Srajamyaham Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Cha Dushkritam Dharma Sansthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Thank you so much for watching my video about my multilingualism. I would come back with a lot of other informative videos and something that would interest you. All right, see you all again. Bye bye.